What a long, strange trip it's been. We are inside Kenan Stadium for UNC's last football media practice availability. It's been a weird season for UNC, obviously sitting at 3-8, heading into the rivalry matchup with NC State. I'm alongside John Bauman with Inside Carolina. I'm Ross Martin. John, obviously the big talk is that one game remains for UNC. The season hasn't gone like they expected, but how has UNC kind of approached this season finale, knowing that there's not a bowl game, but they do have one last shot to get a win?
Coach Fedora and Coach Papuchis today, after practice, have really shied away from calling it a bowl game, but they are really accepting this as a huge opportunity for the team. This is an opportunity to go in and beat your rival on the road, finish out the season with three straight wins, which would be really big for momentum heading into the summer and into the winter. So we'll see how it goes on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good chance to build momentum. Obviously, 3 wins in a row heading into spring practice is huge. You've seen some young players play well. And obviously, this is the last game for the seniors. And we asked the coaches and players today about what UNC's meant to them. It's the last ride for guys like Donnie Miles, who's missed the last couple games, MJ Stewart, who's going to be in the NFL next season, Bentley Spain, Kason Collins, DeJuan Drennan, Cam Dillard, some of the other grad transfers. And it's been an interesting year for them, and obviously they've had some highs and lows during their career. What do you think the takeaway is from these seniors and what they've meant for this program?
So the big thing here, I think that the coaches have repeated over and over, both Cap and Papuchis today, is sometimes they say the seniors are the first ones to go if the season starts to go bad, but instead these guys have been the team's rock. They've kept the team together no matter what's gone on with the wins and losses, and I think that should really be applauded. It was applauded very much so by the coaching staff today. So this is a group that's been around for a lot of good wins, and then even as in their senior year, as it didn't go how they wanted it to go, they kept the team together and kept the positive momentum going for the forward-looking seasons. Yeah,
I mean, that's a testament to the seniors. Fedora's talked about repeatedly how the seniors have held the team together. One note is that Kason Collins and Cole Holcomb are expected to play, so that's good for UNC's defense. The offense is facing a very tough front seven in what the Wolfpack bring. Obviously, Bradley Chubb is a projected top 10 NFL pick. He has over 10 sacks on the season, 22 tackles for a loss. And before the Notre Dame game, the Wolfpack was the number 6 rushing defense in the nation. Since they've dropped to top 20, I believe. So obviously they've fallen off a little bit. But what challenges does that pose for UNC? Obviously a much maligned UNC offensive line that's been better recently. What do they have to do in Raleigh on Saturday to counteract what the NC State brings up front?
I think the key here, and this has gone on the last couple of weeks with Nathan Elliott at quarterback, is limit turnovers. Elliott has made a ton of big plays. They've gotten a couple more at the end of the season here, but he's been key at limiting mistakes. And sometimes in rivalry games, limiting mistakes is all it takes, because you can pick up another one on the other side of the ball. So North Carolina has to do that and try to get this group of playmakers that's kind of been showing flashes of potential at various groups, see if they can all get going in the same game and going in the same direction. And having Austin Prohl back will help there, but see if Anthony Ratliff-Williams, Bo Corrales, Daz Newsome, some of these kids that have been playing more minutes, see if they can get a big play and really help this offense get some big plays for the win.
Yeah, and Nathan Elliott's had 2 starts and 2 wins. Obviously, he played against Miami as well. In his 2 starts, he hasn't given the ball away once, which has been huge for UNC, and obviously something that Larry Fedora has mentioned. And I think it's important to note, and Coach Cap said this at practice today, that the entire front 4 for NC State are NFL caliber players. So we'll see them playing on Sundays, and that's going to be a huge challenge for UNC this weekend. The Wolfpack also have 9 senior stars on defense. Well, that's it for us here inside Kenan Stadium. NC State, UNC on Saturday at 3:30. For John Bauman, I'm Ross Martin for ICTV.